Did you watch the fights this weekend?
I watched the fights.
The whole card from bottom to top.
Yeah, we should go through it. We should go through it.
Judges were terrible.
I didn't see the Dominic Reyes-Anthony Smith fight.
Tough pill to swallow.
It was? Yeah. What happened?
Anthony Smith, his best friend and coach passed away recently. So he had a heavy heart that he could deal with it. There's one point in the fight where he puts his hands down, puts his face in front of Dominic Reyes and just goes, hit me. And he's like, I needed to feel something. I couldn't feel anything. You're like, oh, buddy, you shouldn't have been fighting.
No.
Shouldn't have been fighting. Sucks.
And did he get knocked out or did he get...
He got TKO'd.
Okay.
It was
Dominic
tough
Reyes
to watch.
looked good?
Yeah. It's not even about that.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
He did his job. You're in there. It's another trained killer. So, yeah, he did his job, but you're fighting a guy who's compromised mentally. He probably shouldn't have been in there.
I saw the Vicente Luque fight, and I was rooting for Thembe Gorimbo.
He got kind of choked with the quickness. But Clay Guida lost, Chris Weidman lost, and then our boy Anthony Smith lost. All three of them need to retire. Anthony Smith, I think he deserves one more in a year.
Get his head together.
Yeah, because you're dealing with a death, your closest friend.
Man.
Probably shouldn't have been in there.
Tough
Tough to watch.
Michael Chiesa,
He looked great.
Yeah.
Mosarv and Aljo should have been on the main card.
Yeah,
Way over Bryce and Crow.
I'm sorry, that was the one I didn't see either.
Good fight.
I heard it was just a scramble wrestling.
I thought Aljo pulled it off.
He did.
Yeah, I thought Aljo.
It was a wrestling match for the most part.
It was good.
Right?
High level.
Yeah, high level.
Yeah,
High level.
It was great.
Yeah.
What do you think of Bryce and Crone?
First of all, Troy Duho looked great. I mean, that guy Nate didn't look like he was in the same.
He guy too. Yeah, he
looks like he doesn't look
brawler.
Like, not a
he
skilled
likes to get
guy.
in the fisticuffs. Yeah. Love him though, but he had an off night, and Creed and Superboy looked great.
Yeah,
Bryce
Mitchell, dude, hanging with Crone, in his guard and stuff like that, and it just feels like maybe that kind of jiu-jitsu, as great as he is not effective when somebody's raining elbows down on your face. But
it's not even that. He just sat in guard.
He sat in guard.
He did not. But
even when he was striking, he was kind of coming in and getting hit, and I don't know. Man.
It's like I said, it's like on the shop show. It's like Hot Tub Time Machine. This isn't 1996,
right?
You're not going to get away with that.
Is he not working on striking, or he just doesn't have that mindset? What is it? You know him.
Yeah, he's great. Phenomenal jiu-jitsu guy. MMA's tough, man.
It's just different.
And also, his camp, he's with Nate Diaz. It's not like they evolved, so it's like a whole Hot Tub Time Machine camp.
Yeah. Yeah.
If this is 1999, they're gonna be great.
Sure.
It's fucking 2024. You have some real athletes in there.
Yeah, nobody gives a shit about.
No. You got fucked up. They'll cut him. That's his last time you ever see him.
I think so, right?
Yeah. You'll never see him again.
Wow.
Cyril Gane, I thought easily lost that fight.
I think Cyril Gane is overrated. I'm sorry to say that out loud.
No one's lost more stock than that guy. More hype than getting just absolutely annihilated by John Jones.
People are like his stand-up is amazing, and but you see him with that. Volkov won that fight
easily.
I mean, right?
Even Dana after the fight went up to Volkov cage side and was like, "Dude, you got fucked."
I don't understand that. Those judges, what are you looking at, dude?
And then Shavkat, Ian Machado, Gary. What I tell you about Ian Gary?
Dude.
How good is he?
He's so good.
Are you on the train now?
God, am I on the train?
I told you.
Am I on the train?
How high is his stock now?
Dude,
even off a loss.
But phenomenal. His takedown defense. His takedown. He had Shavkat he had his back. I mean, he's unbelievable.
Phenomenal.
What an athlete. His balance.
Savage.
I mean, unreal.
He'll be a world champion. But I'll tell you what else I think.
He made Shavkat look very human.
Very human. But also, I don't think that Shavkat. Now, they think he might have had a torn meniscus or ACL going into that fight. We don't know. People are making a ton of excuses why he looked average.
He was also fighting Ian Machado Gary.
Yeah, you can't take it away from me.
You know what I mean?
But also, I don't think that Shavkat beats Bilal.
I don't either.
I watched that and went, ooh, I don't think so.
I couldn't.
I think Bilal's going to give you a handful.
I could not agree more.
I think Bilal finishes him.
100%. I think he's
good luck with that pace and that striking,
and that wrestling. But Bilal's no joke, man.
And if you're going to take Ian down, Bilal's going to be tough, man.
100%. That's when I really believe that. That's the first thing I thought. I was like, dude, you want to fight Bilal? You better pack a lunch.
Yeah. I think Ian Machado gets the winner. You can even do the loser, depending who wins. Or loses. He's going to get the winner of Colby Covington and Buckley next week.
Man, Machado Gary.
And then he's back to it. Then they'll give him a title shot.
Yeah, he is. You know, I think what I saw was an amazing athlete. His takedown defense, second to none.
I've been telling you this how long,
dude. How did you get on that train? Just seeing him and
he's just different.
He's just different, man. Different. He's just different.
Everyone got blindsided by all the cuck talk and his wife. I'm like, whatever he's into.
So cool under pressure. Monster. Like just he knows he belongs there at the highest level.
He just has to now, like he's never fought at that level before. Now he has to go, all right, his defense is great. Now we got to start inflicting some offense. You got to start doing some damage. It's there. Take a little more chances.
Yes.
Your defense is there, dude.
Just let your hands go more. Yeah. It's he's so long and so difficult to deal with, man. I could not believe his his takedown defense.
His stock went sky high.
It had to have, right?
Oh yeah. How could you? And he took it on short notice? What?
I mean,
let me ask you something about the last fight.
You're talking about the main event.
The main event.
Yeah. That was amazing.
It didn't look like a tap out to me.
It was.
But I don't know anything.
It was. He didn't get tapped out. He got put out.
Yeah.
He got put out.
Really?
Yes. Yeah. He went
out.
The
angles they were showing, his hand was like
he went out. Like his body, he went like that.
Oh, he passed
he got
off.
put out.
Okay. And that's a submission.
That's a submission. And Pantoja is that guy Kai Asakura for his debut. I mean,
great
just unbelievable.
He's a world champion before, though.
Yeah. I mean,
they didn't bring him in just for the fuck of it.
Pantoja doesn't give a fuck. God, is he?
Pantoja's in a tough spot though. I think out of his wins, 9 out of his 10 wins are all ranked in the top 9 already. So he has that many wins. And then he's beat Brandon Moreno twice. He's beat our boy Brandon Royval. There's nothing left.
Just reigning king.
Figueiredo, he lost to back in the day at 125, but Figueiredo's coming off a loss to Peter Yan, so it's like can't. I
have such a problem. I'm when I see that it's 125,
I check out.
I just asleep. Dude.
I fell asleep.
But watching those two,
it's so disrespectful.
Speed,
I fell asleep. I have to watch it the next morning.
That's right.
In case, because I did too. I think we were just tired. I went, really? If it was John Jones versus Tom Aspinall, would you fall asleep? Absolutely not.
No.
My body goes, they're tiny, dude. Take a nap.
But the big boys get boring too.
They can be boring. That Volkov Gane fight was boring.
Like,
they can. But anybody can.
What happened?
Anybody can, but depending on the matchups, like.
Look, Cyril Gane had been working on his wrestling. You could see that.
He looked better than that. His jiu-jitsu looked terrible.
Yeah.
But he's not familiar with it. So he's jumping to heel hooks, giving up top position, holding on to Kimuras, has no way to transition out of it. It was blue belt shit, and that's what he is. But you shouldn't be doing that in the octagon.
No.
The fuck was that? But also last time, they're just not a good matchup. Last time they fought, it went to decision too. You're not going to get a barn burn out of those two.
Yeah. Yeah.
But usually light heavyweight, somebody get knocked out.
Right.
Sanaz, you know?
That's true.
55 is probably the best. 70 is great, but 55 is the best.
Okay.
45 is fucking
the idea
lit.
behind Cyril Gane is his speed and his athleticism at that size. And you're like, man, when he starts figuring this out, he's going to knock dudes out. And it's not the case. It's not the case.
Yeah, I'm not like foaming at the mouth to see his next fight. Sure as fuck not fighting Aspinall.
No.
They might do Aspinall if John doesn't make the fight. They do, and I think Aspinall fucking starches him. It's not like you're like, oh, I can't wait to see Cyril Gane Aspinall. Aspinall fucks that guy up, man.
It is intriguing in a way on paper because you'd think Cyril Gane's this decorated kickboxer, right? So you'd be like, well, striking wise, it's going to be they're two big men with highly skilled.
Aspinall's severely faster than him.
Yeah.
His hands.
Yeah.
His fucking 1-2 is fucking. That's how he knocks everybody out. He's so fast compared to Cyril Gane.
Yeah.
No. Tom mops the fucking floor with him.
Really?
That's why I think this is good for John and Tom, because UFC's going, all right, if Cyril blows the doors off of Volkov, that builds the hype. Then we could do that while John's negotiating. Now John and Tom go, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
No one wants to see that fucking Frenchman fight. You have to pay us.
I just want to see Gane fight one more time. Has he fought Curtis Blades?
No, he hasn't fought Curtis Blades. Curtis Blades lost, though. He wouldn't fight him.
That's what I'm saying. John Jones, Tai Tuivasa.
Lost Francis, beat Derek Lewis, beat Volkov, beat Rosenstruck, beat JDS.
He's had he's done well. But I don't know what happened. And that was a boring one.
Yeah, this just helps John and Tom in negotiations. What else are you going to do? No one gives a fuck about the Frenchman making movies with a blue belt jiu-jitsu. No one gives a fuck. What are you going to do?
No.
Yeah, he looks good. Very cool. What else you got?
That's why, you see how hard it is to be at the top of the UFC. It's fucking really, really hard. Like, you got to be good at everything. You cannot have a hole in your game. I don't care.
But you can get holes. You got to be dominant.
Pereira. Yeah.
There's a million guys. I mean, Khabib had no strike. You just got to be dominant.
Yeah.
You want to be dominant in that level that you're at.
Yeah.
But you can't just be good at all of them. You got to be dominant in one. The other, you got to be decent.
Yes.
But you got to be dominant in one. He's not dominant. He's very athletic and big, where he'll knock anybody out on any given night. But after that, looks the part.
Yeah, looks the part.
Has the Godsmack tattoo on his chest.
Yep.
Sick.
Yep. Yeah, man. I don't know. Well, Cyril Gahn was a decorated K1 guy? Or was he Glory? What was he? No?
Racing?
6'5". Not a small man.
K1.
Yeah, K1's a
Muay Thai?
kickboxing.
Oh,
But
Muay
that's
Thai,
it.
there you go.
So mostly a Muay Thai guy. So not a K1 guy, not a Glory kickboxer.
No, not a decorated kickboxer. Has a kickboxing background.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, there it is.
scheduled for the fight, the K1 veteran Bryce Guidon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
think
one
it's
team
better
fight?
for John Jones, Cyril. It's better for Jones, Aspinall, and even Alex Pierre for that fact.
So you think we see Jones
Guarantee it.
Aspinall before
Guarantee
we
it.
see Jones Pereira?
You're not seeing Jones Bear before. Not a chance.
Because he doesn't want to fuck with his stars.
It's just that UFC's not going to do that.
Yeah.
Dana already said no. It's not going to happen. You'll
So
see
you
John
think-
Aspinall happens in June, I bet.
Really?
Yep, June or July. They get it done. That big summer card.
And then if John wins that, he sails off into the...
No, and then he fights Alex for another big payday. But the only way they're going to do it is he has to. Tom's the only fight you can have John make. It's the only fight. If you do Alex before that, it's fucked up. They're not going to do it.
You got to back up the Brinks truck for John.
Yeah, which you should.
Yeah.
And this just puts more chips in his corner. Like, what else you going to do?
Yeah, you
That's
need
why it's
me.
great. What else you going to do?
Yeah.
Tom Aspinall, same thing. What else you going to do? I don't want to fight that
Who's
guy.
going
No one gives
to
a fuck.
fight? Yeah. There's nobody else
The
to
last
fight.
thing I read was Tom Aspinall said him and his team.
They're negotiating.
Yeah, but his team and him and the UFC are all on point with them actually negotiating for John Jones. It's going to happen most likely. John Jones is the only one that's saying it's not, but everyone else
That's
is saying
all
it's going.
negotiation.
I know.
It's
I
so
get it.
nerve-wracking probably for anybody, for John and for Tom. Like, it's just scary to fight. If you're John, as badass motherfucker as he is, I'd imagine it's still so fucking scary to think about facing.
Hey, did you take? Hey, hold on. Did you take pussy pills today?
oh my.
Did you take giant pussy pills today?
What do you mean?
The first thing, I'm not trying to offend anybody. It's a DI hire. Listen, everything's okay here. I bet John's just terrified. You can imagine these guys, when they sign up for a bout in mixed martial arts, I bet they're
What?
scared.
Do I sound like that? I feel like I'm not listening.
You know what it is? It's
What?
just fucking gay, dude. That's what today is.
Really?
Yeah, just
What, look
gay.
at how I'm
The
sitting
tear
right
in
now.
your jeans.
I'm hugging myself. I got to tear
Yeah,
my
dude.
jeans.
For both men, it's just very
I'm
frightening.
keeping my man pussy warm right now.
Yeah, sure. Talking about your asshole. Listen, stop.
What? I'm just.
I bet John and Tom are both just terrified to fight
I'm
each
just
other. And
feeling
get
a
out.
little. I'm feeling.
They're killers.
feeling a little
Hey,
sensitive.
they're killers. My friend is a district attorney. Oh my God, the pressure he's under. I don't see how he does it anymore. Can you imagine? Oh, I can. I fought for a living. He talks for a living. Defending horrible human beings. Getting paid big money. Who gives a fuck?
Just like that.
Yeah, cry me a river. Can you imagine?
Should I man up a little bit today? Am I?
Nah, it's just not you, man.
Just not today,
Nah,
huh?
jump in the Tesla and finger your asshole.
I don't want to finger my asshole, dude.
Do it.
No, that's kind of.
Yeah, it drives itself.
You're
That's what
getting
it's for,
aggressive,
right?
dude.
It drives
All right, let me
itself.
sit like this and let me get back to.
That's a little
Let
better.
me get back to this right here. You know what? I can't wait to see that fight. That's going to be good.
Yeah, whatever, dude.
Thanks a lot, bro.